former Liberal MP Pat Farmer. He's on that nearly 15,000-kilometre ultra-marathon trek around Australia to raise support for the yes vote in the Indigenous voice to Parliament. The Northern Sydney leg of his run is taking place today. He's going to be joined by the Independent Sophie Scomps and Zali Stegel as well. Pat joins us now. Pat, good to see you. How are you feeling? Where are you, by the way?
Yeah, I'm pretty good, thanks, Pete. The last time I spoke with you was when I was kicking off on this journey, when I started on the steps of Town Hall in Hobart with the Prime Minister and the Premier down there. But at this point in time, I'm on Pittwater Road, and I'm not far from Narrabeen, so I'm on Pittwater Road. So I'm right on track to come into the Opera House at 10 a.m. So
you're asking anyone who might be watching this, get out and join you for a run this morning?
Absolutely. A lot of people have been joining me at different points of the road. You can see a few runners here behind me that have come on board. And, yeah, it's great. I've been doing that all the way around the country, saying as many people as possible come along and join us. So if you can't run and you don't want to run, well, come and join me down at the Opera House and say g'day.
How's the body holding up, Pat?
Yeah, not too bad. I've got a few bruises on the balls to my feet and, just a few little niggling aches and pains, but all in all, I've covered almost 10,000 kilometres through to this point. I've gone through every conceivable weather condition you can imagine, including close to those cyclones that hit Pardue over in WA. We're still going all right, so I'm very grateful for that.
How many pairs of Brooks have you gone through, Pat?
I'm on my 10th pair. I just laced up a new pair yesterday for a bit of extra cushioning to run on into the city.
You know what? You know what's interesting? Because I remember asking you this question at the start of your run, Pat, and you said it would be about 10 pairs for the entire journey. So you're well ahead of your prediction so far.
Yeah, I'm wearing them out. I'm wearing them out at a rate of knots, but there's been some pretty dodgy roads around the country, let me tell you.
So you just explained, just the sights that you've seen. You just explained all the weather conditions that you've been taking. No doubt the cold, the rain in your face, close to traffic. You've had it all. Probably a bit of wildlife too, yeah?
Yeah, you bet. We've had dust storms, of course. Wild pigs out there, some wild water buffalo out on the roads. Of course, the kangaroos have been playing havoc with our vehicles and a number of other vehicles out there, especially in the West Australia side of things. But of course, some emus all over the place. I got to tell you, when it comes to roadkill, nothing smells worse than a dead emu. And nothing attracts the flies more than a dead emu. Must be the oil in the skin.
Yeah, that's why you run so fast, Pat. You move at a brisk pace right past that. You're not tempted to get that bus next to you, are you?
Yeah, it's funny. I've stopped at a lot of bus stops along the way, but I've never caught one.
Not yet. You're almost done. Now, what sort of a reception are you getting into every town that you go to? I know you get a mayoral reception.
Yeah, pretty good. Newcastle was fantastic, and of course the Central Coast. I live up on the Central Coast now, and Central Coast was very, very kind to us there yesterday, and of course Newcastle was brilliant. But it's been great all the way along. It's interesting to note that I actually ran around Australia Power Centenary of Federation 24 years ago, so I'm no stranger to this journey. But the places have changed dramatically. Places like Mackay and Rockhampton are now got skyscrapers in there. They've got some huge apartment blocks, and the population really has grown on the eastern seaboard.
So I'm a bit worried about those runners being close to the bus lane there. Pat, how's everyone feeling there behind you?
Hey, guys, how you feeling? Yeah, good. They're all happy. Put your hands up and wave.
Yeah, there you go. So you're into the Opera House today, later on, Pat?
Yeah, 10 a.m. I'll be at the Opera House, the steps of the Opera House, and I'll be meeting some dignitaries there. I believe the mayor's going to meet us there, and maybe even the Prime Minister might be there as well. All
right. Well, Pat Farmer, you've done well, done very well. And I should ask you actually about The Voice. I mean, what are people saying about The Voice in your travels?
Well, obviously, my job is to get the message out to there, to get the facts out and the details out to everybody and let them make up their own minds. But I have to say, most people are quite positive once they have the detail, once they have the facts around the question. And of course, you get in various opinions. But I have to be honest with you. I know the polls are saying differently, but I think it's quite a positive vibe out there.
Okay, Pat Farmer, we'll be tracking your run as you make your way into the city in the next few hours. So, folks, get yourself to the Opera House if you don't see Pat Farmer on the run before then. So, well done, Pat, and well done to the runners too behind you.
Thanks so much, Pete.
We'll talk to you again soon. And there's still a little way to go because, of course, Pat Farmer's run, ultimately, it finishes Uluru, finishes at Uluru in a couple of months' time, symbolically at Uluru, given what he's running for there as part of the Yes campaign.